Hey, just really quickly, can I ask you a very honest question here? And I want your honest answer about this. What is the difference between this picture versus this picture and this one right here? If your answer was none, then you have the correct answer, in fact. The answer is nothing, and quite honestly, the thing about this is that it truly only reinforces what fears that most people have when they come to the idea of standing an artist. There's always room for disappointment. That's just how life works, and especially in human beings. Now, this PR answer aside, because we have seen plenty of apology statements being made over the years. If you've been in K-pop for a long time, you've seen various iterations of this very statement. However, what's ultimately bothering me is a couple of things. One, this is 2 months and 2 weeks removed from being a part of a major company where you have full autonomy, and yet this is your biggest controversy of your career, arguably. That on its own is curious as it is, because how did you let something this extreme get out? Two, there's people that are defending this, and to be honest with you, I understand that this is just how stands work, but let's all be real. In a year where things like this have flown past our screens, also in the same year that a lot more controversies about K-pop have blown up, case in point, something like this, the opening statement shouldn't be "I'm sorry." We've heard that before quite some time. Yes, people are quick to acknowledge Mark being Canadian, because it's not just about him being Canadian or the fact that he speaks English. We've seen those who can clearly speak English do some very outlandish stuff before in the past. Because this is not just about you speaking a certain language. Symbolism means things universally. Some symbols are just so known to be having a very terrible history. You don't need to know the language to know when something is bad. It's like wearing a Hiroshima bomb shirt and walking in Japan and being like, oh, I'm not from here, so I wouldn't know. That's not going to quite cut it in 2026. But to sum all this up, because this is not about the book you read before you go to bed, this extends beyond you and your colleagues in the Korean pop industry. Let's just say outside of your hardcore stands, you're going to be seeing a lot more people asking not just for repentance. They're going to ask that you concede your career, but that's not going to happen.